Ever wonder where those things you're putting in the recycle bin go? Well, they do get a second life. I'll have that story coming up on Inside DeKalb. This blue bin is an important part of making our county a better place to live. Coming up next on Inside DeKalb, I'll have the story of curbside recycling.
Welcome back to Inside DeKalb. I'm Paula Gwen Grant. Oh boy, we produce a lot of garbage, don't we? We've got to take more responsibility for reducing our waste, and DeKalb County is going to help us out. Our own DCTV's AvivA Hoffmann is here to tell us now about curbside recycling.
DeKalb County is becoming greener by adding more blue bags and blue bins for recycling. Perhaps you're one of the many DeKalb County residents who've signed up for curbside recycling, just like me. But have you ever wondered what happens to it? It all ends up right here in Forest Park, Georgia at SP Recycling. Hundreds of tons a year that otherwise would go to our Seminole landfill is now getting a second life. Let's go inside. This is where all of the recycling material collected in DeKalb County ends up, so it can be sorted, processed, and eventually reused. More than 24,000 DeKalb households have signed up for the convenient curbside recycling program, and it's likely more than 30,000 will be on board by 2010. But it's still important to get the word out.
We pick up on trash. There's a lot of things picked up that could be, in the recycling bins. So a lot of people don't really know what's recyclable.
But those who do recycle know how valuable the program is.
I think the recycling program is very good because there's only a finite number of amount of recyclables available, and if we can recycle them, that's better. They just keep getting used over and over.
Recycling one aluminum can will conserve enough energy to run a computer for 3 hours. Recycling one soft drink bottle will conserve enough energy to run a TV for an hour and a half. And recycling 5 pounds of paper will conserve enough water to offset the water used in a typical shower. In DeKalb County, recycling couldn't be any easier. SP Recycling accepts commingled materials. That means you can mix together different recyclable material. All that's made possible through SP's top-notch sorting technology. While these contraptions do the bulk of the work, there are some things that can't make it through the system.
There are a lot of conveyor belts and a lot of mechanical sorting going on, but mechanical can only get to a certain level. You still have to have humans looking and using their eyes and their hands to hand-pick certain things out that the machinery just can't get.
The more cumbersome items, plastic bags, large cardboard pieces, and regular trash that gets thrown in from time to time, such as garden hoses and electrical cords, those all have to be removed before they get tangled up in the equipment.
It's going to go through the system and tear up the system, or it's going to contaminate the material going to the end market.
And that end market for most of the paper products is in Dublin, Georgia. Usually about 120 semi-truck loads a day.
Even if you don't do curbside recycling, you can still recycle your newspaper and magazines. Approximately 36% of what goes to the landfills is paper. So we're trying to retrieve that paper so we can turn it into 100% recycled material through these bins.
So that magazine or newspaper that you read last week could potentially be in your mailbox or on the newsstand tomorrow.
There's cardboard mills all over. There are plastic markets real close by. There's an aluminum market in Georgia. So there are markets that all need the materials. DeKalb normally does 700 tons or so a month.
Curbside recycling started in 2005 and already has diverted more than 20,000 tons of material away from our landfill.
Not taking responsibility for our recyclables and continuing to send them to the landfill will fill it up in a faster, quicker rate, and we would at some point have to look for another space in the county to bury our trash. And this provides an excellent opportunity to divert recyclables to the landfill.
I think it's a great program. We've been enrolled in the program for a number of months now, probably at least a year, And it's a big convenience. We used to have to drive and take away the newspapers, which really add up to be a lot. Now we just take them out to the curb and they're gone.
It's just that easy. You can put all grades of paper in the special blue bins. All the other recyclable items can be mixed together in the special blue bags. Items like your glass bottles, plastic containers with symbols 1 through 7, and all steel, tin, and aluminum cans. After curbside pickup, the trucks take the items to a central transfer station. From there, the materials are eventually loaded up and taken to SP Recycling.
This transfer station serves as a breaking point for our trucks to bring items that they've collected from their routes and dump here and then transfer it into tractor trailers, which then take it to the landfill. This in turn saves the county money and time from having so many trucks on the road at one time.
If your single-family residence currently receives garbage pickup in DeKalb County, you are eligible to join the county's curbside recycling program.
The recycling program has really helped save money for the county, but also landfill space. It's not only a situation where items are just not being thrown away, they're now going to vendors who will then use those raw materials to make new products. So in turn, we're doing things that are environmentally friendly and economically feasible for our county.
To learn more, go to the county's website, yourdekab.com, and look for links to Public Works Sanitation Department, or call the sanitation customer service number at 404-294-2900. You can also send an email to sanitation@co.dekab.ga.us and subscribe to the residential recycling program.
Right, there are no excuses. There's drop sites for things and there's curbside for other things, and so there's an avenue for anyone that wants to recycle.
From my house to yours, DeKalb County makes recycling easy, so make sure you're signed up. Reporting in DeKalb County, AvivA Hoffmann, Inside DeKalb.
Thanks a lot, Aviva. All right, I got it. Did you know? All right. Did you know that DeKalb County recycles over 1,000 tons a month? Seriously, I know. That saves us about 10,000 cubic yards of landfill space. Pretty impressive, huh? Our new CEO, Burl Ellis, really believes in the power of recycling, and we're really going to expand our recycling program in all of the county offices and buildings. We're doing our part to save planet Earth. I love that. All right, look, we got more Inside DeKalb coming up in a moment.